Welcome, everybody. I'm very excited to do this for the counseling team. What we're going to do is what human beings do throughout centuries. We're going to learn to go through difficult times together. The grief and the gifts. It's normal to be anxious during these times as we worry a little bit about our loved ones, maybe being in danger, about our physical health, somebody that we know, their physical health, financial issues. But in pandemics throughout the world, when we all kind of work together, we tend to get through things. This is a time to see no stranger. We feel vulnerable, but there's a sense of possibility that's unfolding, where there's more compassion in the world, as suffering often does. The potential in pandemics is to call forth love and awaken our hearts. And suffering does turn to our inner resources of compassion, courage, and calm. It really isn't survival of the fittest. It really is survival of the nurtured. And that's what we're here today, to help you and your kids get through this difficult time, through to the side where we are more resilient together. So thank you so much for joining me today. Okay. Oh. Oh. Please mute yourselves. And there we go. My computer was froze. So let's look at reframing and changing our language from lockdown, which may lead which may lead to a feeling of being trapped. So let's change it to grounding or something like that, which has a meaning of like being rooted in a tree that weathers a storm. Grounding taps us into things that makes us human, like joy, connection, dreaming, planning, and creating. This is from Tony Robbins. And my computer, I'm allowing you to share screens, but it is not moving, it's frozen. This is from Kung Fu Panda. So I'm going to show you this little video, and then we're going to talk about it for a minute.
You have found a sacred peach tree of heavenly wisdom. Oh. Is that what this is? I am so sorry. I thought it was just a regular peach tree. I understand. You eat when you are upset. Upset? Why am I upset? So why are you upset? I probably sucked more today than anyone in the history of Kung Fu, in the history of China, in the history of sucking. Probably. And the 5. Man, you should have seen them. They totally hate me. Totally. How's Shifu ever going to turn me into the Dragon Warrior? I mean, I'm not like the 5. I've got no claws, no wings, no venom. Even Mantis has those thingies. Maybe I should just quit and go back to making noodles. Quit, don't quit. Noodles, don't noodles. You are too concerned with what was and what will be. There's a saying. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
So, from Kung Fu Panda, the lesson for the pandemic is for us to learn to be more mindful and to be more in the present and not take our brains into worrying about things that we can't control in the future or woulda, coulda, shoulda in the past. Our brains are going to go there, but the past is history, the future is a mystery. All we really have is the present. I don't know if you know, but we do have some very wealthy people. I'm in Orange County, and I have had the great privilege of being able to do some work for the counseling team in other states. And I have taken a plane out of Orange County. If any of you have, in Orange County, the plane goes up like this at an angle and it shakes a lot because it doesn't want to give noise pollution over a wealthy area, Newport Beach area. And we also have curfews in Orange County. The planes can only take off and land at different times. When I was on the plane going to Sacramento the last time, there was a woman and the plane was shaking and going up like this. And she was just like grabbed on like this, holding on to the armrails, just like shaking. So she was probably thinking, oh my gosh, the plane's going to crash. There's something wrong. Those thoughts were driving the fear. We also have something else in Orange County called the Mouse House. And there was a little boy over here sitting with some Mickey Mouse ears on. And he looked and he said, Mom, this is better than Space Mountain. My point is, the shaking, the body sensation, the woo feeling that you get as the airplane was going up didn't cause fear or excitement. It was the person's interpretation of that event. So let us do a reframe of the pandemic. Yes, there is some anxiety out there. We're not going to be like the don't worry, be happy people going over on spring break and, catching the coronavirus. A little bit of anxiety is good. It's going to keep us focused and it's going to keep us washing our hands and doing those self-care things that are going to help keep us safe. But if you can get involved in mindfulness, there's lots of YouTube videos on it on the internet, and doing it 10 minutes a day in order to bring your brain back to that which you can control, not the shaking on the airplane, but your response to that particular event. And we're going to talk about different ways in this webinar that you can bring your brain back, calm your mind, and calm your body, and stay centered in this time. So, recommendations, this come from the World Health Organization. During this time, children need more adults' love and attention. So in the morning, sometimes when I'm in the shower, I'll run through my day and I'll see the clients that I have or what trainings that I have, and I'm making a mental note of what it is that I have to do. I'm intentionally putting things there. Sometimes I put things on my phone as an alert so that I will remember. So I suggest in the morning as parents and spouses that you make an intention. You say to yourself, this is going to be a great day. This comes from Dr. Amen. It puts in your mind what your brain is going to look for during that day, those good things, and also make the intention to give your children more attention. My dad used to say, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, and that really is true. I apologize as I have to look away here because we've changed and I need to admit participants to the meeting. But children need more attention. My dad used to say, like I say, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And so therefore we need to listen and speak more softly and kindly to reassure the children. If possible, make time to relax. If you're a first responder, do show them your mask, your gear. Let them know that you are taking precautions to stay safe in case they are worried about that. Children do look to parents for predictability. I think you thought maybe this webinar was going to be involved in telling you what to do with your kids, but really let's back it 1 step backwards, because really if you are calm, your children will be calm. All of the tips that I'm giving for you to use with your children today, you can also use with you. Our whole world is unpredictable right now. Everything has been turned upside down. Our regular schedules and routines are gone. So what we're going to have to do, yay exciting, a little bit scary, is to create these new routines. Okay, it's like we're building the plane while we're flying it as we're building our routines. So have a family meeting at night. Have your family create new rituals at home and at school. Now you're homeschooled. Okay, so teach them how to play safely, teach them how to relax. Do have a safety plan. Do provide age-appropriate facts about hand washing, social distancing. If appropriate in your family, provide information about what could happen in a reassuring way. A family member may not feel well, so tell the children the family will separate them and bring them food in their own room and care for them so others won't get sick. Or they may go to the hospital so doctors can make them better. Children have a stress reaction just like we do. They may respond in many different ways. These are some ways that you can tell that your children may be having difficulty. They may be becoming more clingy, more anxious. They may regress to earlier developmental stages. If you have a 4-year-old that hadn't sucked their thumb until they were 2, they may start sucking their thumb. They may withdraw. They may have more temper tantrums. They may get angry, bedwetting. And again, you take a slow, deep breath and respond in a calm, supportive way, listening to their concerns and giving them a little bit of extra attention.